Mm-hmm. Oh, my head. It's following my mouse.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
Something happened to my clothing that isn't quite right. Huh. Let's solve the case. My sleep was deep and invigorating. Try to cover up the blood seeping out with your hands. Am I actually bleeding? Show annihilation, swallow the blood and conclude. Wait, is it coming out of my mouth? Let's comb the entire island centimeter by centimeter. That's the next step in the task chain. Just spit out the blood and get back to work. You're badass like that. Let's solve the fucking case.
Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, half covered in blood from your wound.
Let's comb the entire island, centimeter by centimeter. That's the next step in this task chain.
Okay.
Well, you shouldn't swallow blood. It tends to make you throw it up. Oh! Oh, it's a rendering order issue. That's funny. But that's funny. So when I see what's happening in the game. In the game, when you put on a shirt. That's fine. What about with this? Oh, yeah. So it's this jacket specifically in the way that it renders that does a little funny. When you put on clothing in this game, I think the what they did to make sure your skin doesn't clip through the clothes is, whoa, we're just going to shrink your body. We're just going to apply like a negative scaling modifier to the mesh of your body so that your skin doesn't poke through the clothes. What a brilliant solution to a very common issue, except it just happens because of a weird rendering order thing to look very weird here. Oh, that's neat. All right, let's check out the clothes here. Oh! A neckerchief. This towy old scarf itches when wrapped around the neck. It has humanitarian aid written all over it. Yet you know that thousands all over Insula are suffering the same fate as you. The fate of uncomfortable army surplus scarves. +2 empathy. Plight for the underclass. Composure. Sucks to be poor. I do love drama. But the plight of the underclass doesn't sound right. See, even here, there's something about this jacket and the way it's flagged in. It probably has the wrong, like, shader or something applied to it. Or the shader for this has, like, something with the incorrect flag. Now, I'm going to keep the bow tie, because I love drama. I love drama more than I love communism. Right. Great blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it. Can I open it if it's that heavy?
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
What's on the other side?
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
How do we open
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
No! We already ran into one of those.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling.
Right.
Must control the blast door.
So I think the blast door slides in sideways, and then it's got the small personnel door here. Yeah, This isn't one more door, we're opening it. No, well, let's open the big one, come on!
I think there's a console just southeast. Let's look around, getting the blast door up.
I mean, we've probably already powered it up, so, you know, there's that. Ooh, there's also this. Hatch a jam shut. We can go out through that door, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard.
Banana says, I feel like we're only into communism for the drama to begin with. Yep. What's this then?
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. They terminate here.
Did this open the blast door?
I think, yes. Let's see. That one. The emergency open.
Yeah, hold on. Let's turn some lights on first.
The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle.
Nice.
A dim, ambient orange.
There's a radio?
The dial slides under the glass, dark and silent. Restoring electric power has not breathed life into it.
All right, emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
Yeah, who gives the compass directions inside a building? Yeah. Ooh, it's a triple there.
After you.
What's there? Point to the door, probably down here.
I don't know.
A thin wisp of smoke rises from a charred black fire pit. The wind picks up,
Fireman.
then dies down again.
What if we get into another fight?
Don't worry. I have a gun.
Yeah, me too. I also have a gun.
I know. It was not easy to acquire.
It really wasn't. I don't think I need the flashlight, although... You know what? Do we just put the ledger of failure and hatred? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay, so there's still that door down there. Walk slow, it might be dangerous. Why does the game never want me to run? First, they're like, oh, in the church, don't run. Oh, you've got a hurt leg, don't run. Now walk slow. I wonder what happens if I did run. Okay, well, that's not what I expected. I guess the rest of the building has been blown away. Can I go this way? No. No fun allowed. Rubber dinghy. It's deflated, broken. Small white flowers blossom all around you. Air smells sweet and scary somehow. And this guy's got a gun. Okay, so for the record, we do have a skill up, which we could potentially use responsibly in conversation. Although if we did boop something up, then, you know, we could get maybe some more passive checks, which are always sort of fun and interesting. Pain threshold, must de call, where our authority is tanked as a result of the fact that we are holding the clipboard, and too bad, that's the way it's going to be. I think I'll just save it. Maybe we want a white check. Maybe we can use it mid-conversation. So, did you murder someone? Because we're really looking to try to solve this case, buddy. It would be really helpful.
An old man, wearing tracksuit trousers, leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth.
Lovely.
Then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours, unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp.
Nice gun you've got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
Is it a Belle McGrave?
It's a 3-Angong 446.
A Samurai rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
The Sinyao commune?
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk, white from the ball.
Are you the fire guy? Dumb question, but...
The what now?
Did you recently tell 2 kids to put out their fire? 2 twins.
I may have. All sorts of little rats have come sniffing around, trying to give up the position.
The position sounds like a hiding place.
Is he one of those guys who think the war has never ended?
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up.
You've retained your eyesight.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
Fuel the generator. Use the
I
console.
should have burned that console down.
How'd you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
I did literally listen to the boombox on the boat.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
You didn't say that, Kim.
I did.
We have entered a world where he said you
Did he?
shouldn't. It is the only world.
I don't remember if he did. Anyway, it wasn't rock and roll. It was sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness, a weapon of the bourgeoisie.
That's just like your opinion, man.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip gyrating, mental illness music.
Maybe he'd like hypnotic music instead? We should have brought a demo tape. Sorry, I need you to put that gun down so we can talk further with the police. And with the police, you can keep the gun, but keep it down. No one move. You know what? You can keep the gun, but, keep it down.
No.
Whoa! Kim! De-escalate! De-escalate! Jesus Christ!
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand, he stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strange sadness, like a song.
What'd you say?
The future teaches you to be alone.
The present.
The present.
The present to be afraid and cold.
Old man pulls back the hood of his plastic cape and looks up into the sky. It's gray-blue, the same color as the sea. Those words, the future teaches you...
Real music. Real Brilliant cult. That's La Revacholière, not your rock and roll misanthropy. Chanson de soldat of the black and whites.
What's La Revacholière? I'm thinking it's like the Martinez or whatever. It's like the revolutionary song.
It is the anthem of
Yeah.
the world revolution. One of three. In Grad, they sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Sinyao, it was some Samaran shit, I guess.
Heard that name somewhere in a dream.
Everyone has. They named a fucking perfume after it.
No. I've talked to her.
Talk to her.
Shivers. I get these cold spells. It was in the church. It was in the church.
God's shithouse. Should have taken
Oh,
it
the
down
International.
like they did in Grad.
Marseilles, but the
Dismantled
International
it for
maybe.
Firewood.
There was something there when he said, talked to her. He was curious.
I'll always listen to drama.
All around you, the air slowly circulates the islet, carrying little swallows and black-beaked seagulls in its slow drift. They all, every one of them, every bird, mammal, and crustacean,
They all what?
keep their distance.
When I said I've talked to her, you were curious.
I've seen kids lose their minds and start talking to the city.
This is the same voice actor as the lizard brain.
When the shelling gets bad, calling it La Revacholière. Cities can't talk. It's bourgeois idealism. I don't want to talk about this shit anymore.
How does it go, the song?
How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember.
Zerd has his own VA?
A little
Really?
too.
Because the way he says certain words really sounds like the lizard brain guy.
It was dear to him. He resents forgetting it.
You know what? I'm going to pick up the gun while it's just sitting there.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46 millimeter, made in Sinyao.
Yeah, this is the important part. This uses jacket ammunition, 446. Could have been the murder weapon.
The right type and the right calibre.
He's liking this.
And as it says, a Tringong.
No one said it has to be a Benagrave. We were just guessing.
That's true.
From ballistics, it could easily have been a Triangon, too.
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanti Shanti. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition. And it does.
Stow that gun.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. Some kind of involuntary response. Something is slightly off with his motorics.
Does he want speed?
This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession. In time.
So first, who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune.
And how old are you?
I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
The Commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from
the Insular Indian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock,
He does sound like John Hurt.
trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in '08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the Commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Thanks, Logic. You've been on this island for 43 years?
No. I've been on other islands, too.
Using the dinghy that's all deflated?
I was in Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
Okay, but you've been hiding for 43 years. Also, how are you surviving? Like, where are you getting your food? But
43 years and 10 months.
that's insane. And I would know
How a
insane.
human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget.
Forgetting is my
Just
superpower.
forget what I saw.
He just couldn't. He nods. But he can now.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Street lights will soon be lit. Further inland, the streets are alive with workers, men, women, children, street hawks and migrant laborers. The temperature is steady. Alto cumulus clouds form above Precinct 41. 2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer inspects a series of burnt black letters splashed across the plaza mosaic. Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The fishing village. She glances at her watch. We meet in 15 minutes. It's a 10-minute walk.
Oh,
The officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smoldering.
so those 2 cops are still wandering around here.
Always waiting
For what?
for her to return.
Her?
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
I'm sorry, what?
Always.
She better come. I too have given my life to Mazovian socioeconomics.
A waste. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore.
Okay, how have you survived?
How does anyone survive? I steal.
Now hold on there.
That's a choice. You could have become self-employed. No. What do you steal?
Supplies, vegetables. I collect rainwater. It's the life of a dog, not a human being.
How is your health, Mr. Dross?
I've been throwing up blood since winter.
Ew.
Red, like beetroot.
That's pretty bad.
Passing it in stool. To
Yeah, you don't want that.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
I'm thinking stomach or bowel.
The RCM can provide medical services. You need to be looked over.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities? You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns.
You know, you do need to be looked
There's
over.
nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. Moribund.
All right, thanks for clearing that up.
He looks at you, his face parched from the sun and the wind. There's a wince of pain in there somewhere.
Have you concealed
It
yourself?
was hard in the Thames. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
There were posters, campaigns.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Marsov coursing through.
There's a little more casual racism.
And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried at night. I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
In the city, you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted.
Why don't you just walk
I
there?
don't want to. They're all traitors. Pigs, rabbits, and dogs. Men without ideals are only animals.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting, drinking.
The weapons cache under Saint-Germain 22B in the basement. Have you been there?
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Belmer Graves, right?
Yeah, but they were damaged beyond use.
I know.
So you've been there.
Sleeping. Some nights. Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across.
Small bunker under the Fell building. Have you stayed there?
The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore.
Propaganda bunker?
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment, too. Made broadcasts, I think. Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys. A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground.
Tell me another thing.
The old man looks across the water, at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising.
I have another serious question for you. Did you kill this dude?
There's nothing serious in this world.
What have you been using its gun for?
I've used it for killing people.
Uh-huh.
Killing people?
Recently?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
Communism intensifies.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. Something you haven't felt in a while. But
But what?
this is what you live for. This is the shit.
You like the shit.
The great serotonin jackpot.
Yes.
The solution.
Yes.
Going straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No.
Everyone's got something to say.
Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
All right. First, you're saying you killed people after active fighting stopped.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you?
Ah,
Don't drop the ball now.
I know you want to tell me. Have you killed anyone with that gun in the last 2 weeks? This feels like one of those where it's like they're all going to fail and lead to something else.
I don't want to tell you anything, you grotesque murderer.
And why did you think that was a good idea? Don't listen to me. I'm wrong all the time.
The voices inside my head have imposter syndrome. All right, tell you, we'll just go through them all. So, did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contractor Krenel?
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it.
Beautiful strong man sent here. The fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth on the night of March 4th.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
Okay.
A drop of blood in the saliva. Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
You know what? I want to start by hitting myself on the side of the head. I think that's how every good interrogation should start. It shows that I'm confident.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on
Right.
Claudia's roof.
Yeah, my head hurts now. But, oh yeah.
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. And Maybells on Claudia's balcony.
Wait, did he actually shoot the guy from the roof of the balcony? After all this, it's going to turn out that he actually shot him there after all?
And nowhere else. Nowhere in all of Martinez have you seen them. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind.
I keep smacking myself.
Now they're gonna come up.
Right, thank you, Head. Thank you.
You got it. Remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul.
So was he watching Klasia? He knew the truth. Maybe he still took the shot from here. He'd just been on the roof, leaving the flower behind, after snooping around. Maybe he knew that things between Lele and Klasia weren't actually all roses like she described, and he took him out from here after all.
Maybe don't beat yourself anymore.
Or he climbed up on the antenna.
You're not immortal.
It's fine, I got plenty of healing items.
Nothing else comes up. You see the lieutenant watch you. Try to stimulate thought processes by hitting yourself. I'm sorry, this didn't do anything. Usually hurting yourself does.
Pain threshold, I don't think you're very healthy.
Officer. A word?
I'm almost there, let me have a few more punches. Excuse this moment, Mr. Dross.
I think we may have this.
Do you think he did it?
From nothing to this in a day. This is good, Lieutenant Gefreiter. We just need a confession first, and then maybe a solid motive later.
I'm slapping myself to get ideas.
I can see that, yes. I'm not judging.
I mean, I'm trying to get him to confess.
Yes, good going. That should be our first priority.
How do you think the questioning is going?
Good. We are doing very good.
Is it?
He wants to confess, I can see that. We just need to pile it on a little more. The more we have on him, the closer
Yeah, a
he
little end-of-life confession.
You hear that? He thinks you're this close.
What am I missing? What haven't I done?
Ballistics. Let him cook here for a minute or two. We can have another look around the island for a sniper's nest.
Oh, okay.
I think we should check out the post.
Sure.
Remember, he wants to tell us, but he doesn't want to help us. It needs to look like we already have everything.
There is palpable excitement in his tone. He likes him for this. A lot. But there's something more, too. He thinks the deserter has more than just this case in him. 44 years here.
Was it 44 years? I thought it was 43. You think he has more than this case?
Oh, yes. And he hasn't spoken to anybody in a long time. If we get him open, who knows what will pull.
I am the human can opener. All right. Let's snoop a boot. I'm going to run. I'm sure it's fine for my leg.